Well, what's up, everybody? Love and light, peace and blessings. It's your girl, Catalea, with another Catalea's World. Well, welcome to my world. I hope everybody is having a great day out there. I know you guys have noticed that the name has changed. We have changed the name from Catalea Speaks to Catalea World. Okay, and the reason why I changed it to Catalea's World with a WRLD it's because I was on YouTube and I was browsing and it was too many people with speaks at the end. So I'm like, we want it to be a little more. I mean, it's not too different, but it's a little more unique because it's spelled differently. So we thought we would, add a little pizzazz to world because we're gonna be having some of everything here. And the reason why I said Catalea's World is because some days, y'all, I might not be here. Y'all might have a guest host, because we plan on taking this all the way to the top. Okay, we thinking big. We not thinking little. We thinking big. So I'll be like, we might blow this thing up. But without further ado, I wanted to introduce my coach. I mean, I said my coach. Introduce.
Hey, go on and speak that into existence. We manifesting
He's
right
not
now.
my coach. I wanted to introduce the trainer, the professional trainer. Okay, Mr. Broome, aka the bald-headed trainer. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are, where they can find you on your social media platforms.
Okay. First and foremost, before I do that, I want to show some gratitude. I appreciate the fact that you allowing me to be on your platform. Um, Time and energy is really important to me. It's really precious. So the fact that you would see fit to take time out of your day and spend some of your energy towards me and whatever I have going on, I appreciate the fact that I'm in the presence of royalty. So thank you very much for even allowing me this opportunity to speak with you. Now, who is I'm Jared Broome. That's my name. Uh, I'm the ball head trainer here at Rare Breeze Gym. We're in Jersey Village, Houston, Texas area. All right. Um, we've been open about 6 months. Was June since June. So since June for whatever June is to now. Uh, I'm originally from Louisiana, Lake Charles to be exact, and
Woo-hoo.
I've been in Houston for about 3 to 4 years. And I'm just a guy that's like everybody else, right? We're trying to evolve. We're trying to build ourselves. We're trying to find our purpose, right? So I'm here to share my experience and help create experiences for others, right? Promote everybody that I touch. Just want to touch them in a righteous manner and in a positive way.
Okay. Make sure you give them your social
So
medias.
my social medias, you can find me on the. I am the ball head trainer, the underscore ball underscore trainer, and that's on Instagram. I mainly use Instagram. I got to get across the board. I know I'm still working on that social media game. You know, I'm a little bit older than that social media game, so I'm finding my way. But I will have a Facebook and a YouTube coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But right now, mainly everything is on social media, uh, Instagram. Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So we're
yeah.
gonna we're gonna start. We're gonna talk about fitness because that was the whole purpose of this. Definitely talking about fitness. But before we get into that,
Okay.
we want to get to know you. You said you're from Louisiana. Do you have any children?
Yeah, I'm from Louisiana. I do have children. I have 7 beautiful babies.
Did you say 7?
7.
Good Lord.
Yeah, yeah. 7 beautiful babies. I got 4 boys and 3 girls.
4 boys and 3 girls. Okay.
Yeah.
And are you single, married, in a relationship? Is complicated? What's going on?
I'm a king, so I have a queen.
He got a queen, y'all. He's
Got a queen.
he got a woman.
What's a king
Okay.
without a queen, right?
And so like how was it like growing up for you? Like how did you get into fitness? Like what made you get into it?
Um, growing up for me, was it was a beautiful experience. Um, I was able to experience um, both sides of the fence, so to say, right? We I experienced struggle, extreme struggle, but I was blessed to have people in my life and parents that were very resilient. So I was able to see them bring us out of our struggles into, you know, better situations, right? So I could attest to both. I could attest to struggle, and I could attest to abundance, and going back and forth in between the two,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, so for me growing up, it was a beautiful experience. I stayed mainly in the home with my mother and my grandmother, two strong women. Me and my mother had another son, my younger brother. So it was mainly in that household. My father, um, he was he's from Louisiana as well, so he was in Baton Rouge most of my life, between Baton Rouge and California. So between him living in Baton Rouge and California, I was able to experience a lot more than just my city, right? Because my father took me places, put me on a plane, showed me different things, right? So I had my hometown experience that was small, but I was able to venture off and do other things as well. So I got a real broad perspective of life in general.
Okay, so what made you like get into fitness? Was did it just start off as like a hobby for you? Like
Well, so I was always into sports. I played sports. My main sport was baseball. I dabbled and dabbled in football and basketball. I played soccer. I mean, I'm an all-around athlete, So um, I played a lot of ball, but baseball was my main thing, right? So having the sports background always, had me being active, right? So I knew. I've always known subconsciously the benefits from being active. Uh, as I got a little older in life, um, when I would go through struggles and I would have, problems or situations, I always found my energy back in the gym, so to say. So it was times that I felt that maybe I had lost myself, and I found myself in the gym. So the gym becoming a spiritual and a mental thing for me, with the as far as the physical, is really what got me into fitness, because I started to realize, wow, this is something that makes me feel good overall, and that I would want to share with others.
that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. So it's a lot of people who are trying to like get to start their fitness journey or who have started their fitness journey. So what would you say is like one of the most important things that people miss when starting their journey, their fitness journey to be physically fit, to be healthy?
Um, I think that what they miss is that they start with the physical, right? I know that that's all of our first point of reference is the physical, and the physical does draw you in, but you have to heal yourself, or you have to figure out from the inside out, right? So if you dig deep and you find your why, and it doesn't have to be, it just has to be your why. You have to first identify your why, right? And then once you identify your why, then you can get to that point. But I think we just you think about the end goal, so you think about the end goal at the beginning, and then you scare yourself off. It's a journey, just like life. It's one step at a time. Find your why, find what it is that's going to push you, and then you start there, and then you raise your limits.
So basically saying it's pretty much, it's more so a mental thing,
Yeah, it's
you
more
know.
mental. It's more mental than anything. This fitness thing and is you becoming aligned with yourself, right? Because you feel like something's off. What is it that's off, right? If you identify the problem. Okay, I wanna get fit. Why do you want to get fit? Is it because you want to be able to run around with your children? Is it because you get winded? Like I said, don't have, it could be big or it could be small. Is it because you get winded when you walk up a flight of stairs? Is it because you don't have the energy that you feel like you should have, and you know that you would have if you would do something different, right? So whatever that why is, that's what you start with, and then you use that to fuel you. And then as you go, as you grow, and as you go, those whys may change.
See, I know that like everybody's body is different,
Right.
you know. So nobody's gonna have like the same workout regimen. I know for me, like my most difficult thing, like I like my body. I don't have
Hmm.
no issues with my body. I'm a slim, petite kind of woman. I'm not
Okay.
like super thick. I'm kind of thick in certain places. You
Right,
know what
right,
I
right, right,
mean?
right.
But but for me, my biggest thing is my stomach.
Okay.
That's my biggest
That's
issue.
your biggest issue.
Like I've worked out. I eat healthy. I don't eat no crazy stuff. I don't eat past a certain time.
Uh,
But like when I went to the doctor was like basically saying that that's most women who are my age. I'm 40 years old. That's most of where it all go is
right,
right
right.
there. So what would you say like for people who are trying to figure out what their individual needs are? You know what I mean?
Um, so keywords you said individual, right? First, we have to understand that it is individualized. Okay. So, and you made a good point. Everybody doesn't have the same body, right? So everybody's journey is going to be different. So the main thing is understanding first to not compare yourself to anybody else but you, right?
Right.
Then you have to do the research, and you have to be okay with the research that you find, right? You have to understand the science behind the internal environment that you're creating that's showing on you externally, okay? It's going to sound very cliche for me to say that most of this here, the stomach area, you win that battle at the table. It's what you intake. Whatever you eat in private, you wear in public. Think about it like that, right? So,
But the thing about it is for me, honestly, like this is me being like straight up.
uh,
I probably eat one good meal a day. And then during the day, like I'm snacking on vegetables and fruit, like small little small portions.
right.
So I don't really eat like that. I don't understand.
You don't understand why what? You can't burn it off?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you just got to try. What kind of workouts do you do? Are you doing a lot of plyometrics? Are you running a lot? Are you
I'm not
jumping? Are
working
you
out right now. I was.
okay?
I'm not
Right,
gonna lie. Like I was working out. I
right.
was doing a lot of cardio and things like that. But
Yeah,
for me, I found out when I started doing the cardio, I started losing weight in places I didn't want to lose the weight in.
right, right. So it's trial and error. You have to try different workout routines. You have to try different things. You know what I'm saying? You like you said. So another thing our body does, and this is what I was saying about research and understanding self and understanding how the body and the science of it work. Sometimes you have to eat more in order for you to burn fat because you have to make your body metabolize, right?
That's what I was told by the
You
doctor.
see
He
what I'm
said,
saying? So if
but
you're eating,
it's
so if
hard
you're
for me
eating
to do that. Yeah.
because our bodies they respond better to routine, right? So if you're eating one time a day and your body sends the signal to the nervous system that says we got to prepare ourselves for starvation because we don't know if we're going to eat again, then it may store it. It's going to store it, because so. But if you're eating on a regular basis and you're eating nutrients, now you got, like I said, also you got to think about what you're eating. Just because we're
Right.
not eating bad don't mean quote unquote bad. Don't mean we're intaking nutrients, right? Our body's got to have something to use, right? And if it doesn't have, if it can't use it, it's going to store it until it can get rid of it some kind of way, right?
Well, see,
So,
that makes a lot of sense. That's probably what it is. I have to probably, because I know, like, I just started ordering like some cellular foods products and things like that from Dr. Sabi to
mhm,
try to get every piece of nutrients in my body
right. Do
that
you
I
do you
need.
eat do you eat a lot of meat?
I don't eat meat.
Okay, okay, great, great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's just like for me, I don't know. I think that I've been eating this way my whole life,
Hmm, hmm.
like my whole entire
Have
life.
you ever did a juice? Have you ever juiced for a while? Like you ever did like a 4 or 5 day?
I
Uh,
did a 10-day cleanse when I was a little bit overweight because I had a 5-year relationship and he wind up running off to Vegas marrying somebody, but that's a
uh,
whole nother story. And so so I went through like my whole little depression thing and I gained this weight. And
yeah,
so like I did a 10-day cleanse and I literally lost all that weight super fast.
right.
And I never gained it back. But then later I started getting this little.
Yeah. So I mean, do you fast? Like you can go on a juice fast twice a month, 3 times a
That's
month,
what I probably
and
need to
shit.
do.
You know, you just got to try different things because, like I said, maybe you're not eating bad, but you're not necessarily eating things that your body can use, and if it can't use it, it's going to store it.
I think that's what's going on with me, honestly. I really do.
Yeah,
And I think
and that's what happens.
and I'm
That's what
happy
happens
you're
to most
saying
of
this
them.
because it's a lot of women my age, right?
Right.
And this is what I think I have like 3 or 4 friends who have the same exact issue as me.
Yeah. Yeah. And we it's hard. It's hard for all of us. Okay, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? That's why we all in here working constantly, trying to get better. So as long as you're making a conscious effort, you know what I'm saying, it'll happen. But you just got to try different things. But I would recommend because I fast twice a month at least. Sometimes 3 times, but twice a month, 5 days, only juice.
You do
Only
with that body? Go ahead, then,
Hey, you
boy.
have to because hey, it works better when it's like that. Because your
Yeah,
body's when you consuming something, your body's not overworking to try to
right.
digest food, right? So you're getting better sleep, better you can be active, getting better blood flow. Like
So you
so,
would say sleep is like a major part of fitness as well.
oh yeah, recovery. This is when your body is recovering and is making its natural essences. You know,
So when do you say like because I know a lot of fitness trainers have their own thing. So when do you say like would be a healthy time for somebody to get rest?
a healthy time.
Yeah, because
Like
sometimes people stay up all night, and their body
uh
is not able to, like you said, recover as much as it needs.
right.
So
A healthy amount of time or like time of day
time
because
of day,
um
yes.
i mean maybe I'm a little biased, but I like the order of the sun, right? So you should wake up when the sun come and you should start to go into your slumber as um as the sun starts to go down. So i mean as long as you're getting a good 6 to 8 hours depending on your activity level, you know, you should be good. But
What about eating? Do you think that is a certain time that you need to be eating and to cut off when you eat?
yeah, I wouldn't eat any, especially anything heavy, uh, after 7, 8 o'clock. You know, if you have to eat, snack on some fruit. You know, you get energy from fruit, and your body can absorb the fruit within 15 minutes. It takes hours to digest meat, and then that's even if it digests. You know,
Yep, they say sometimes
yeah,
like because
because
I was reading an article and
it
it was
doesn't.
saying that it takes 2 days for your body to fully go through the process of digesting meat.
Right. Yeah. It takes forever, like 8 hours, and then whatever it can't digest just ferments, and then it turns into toxins. You know what I'm saying? So if you try to eat if you try to eat a chicken breast or a steak at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, and then your body's trying to go to sleep, and then while you're sleeping, your digestive system is overworking. So that's why you're not getting good sleep. That's why you're waking up groggy in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because you're eating these heavy, non-nutritionist meals before you go to sleep, and then your body's trying to rejuvenate and recuperate. You're not giving it a chance to. So it's gonna store all of that, and then you repeat the process, and then we know where we go from there.
Okay, so generally speaking, like, what are some good starting exercises you would suggest?
Um, I would suggest the basics. Get your body moving, right? Body squats, right? Feel how heavy it is for you to sit up and sit down and stand up, because you got to start making decisions. You either got to get stronger or you got to get lighter if you can't move your own body weight, right? So, you know, walking, jogging, body squats, um, push-ups. See how heavy you are. Feel yourself. Feel how heavy it is for you to hold yourself up, right? Get aligned with yourself, and then some resistance band work. You know, Start off slow with some resistance bands, jumping jacks, basic movements. We don't want to get too complicated with this whole fitness journey thing. We want to understand that this is life, and in life you have to be active. The minute you stop moving, you start dying. That's it. So move. That's it. Don't overthink it. Jump up and down, high knees, jumping jacks. My clients, they come in, I got a warm up for them, and they come in and they do jump squats, they lunge, they jog, they do high knees, jumping jacks, and mountain climbers. They do all of that before we even start working out. Right? We got to get moving. We got to get that blood flowing. So I would just suggest something like that. Pull-ups. Pull-ups.
Yeah, that's my struggle. I'm telling you, I be trying
That's
to do those pull-ups. I can't even pull my
right.
body up. I can't
Right.
even do it.
Right. That's a big thing that I do with all the ladies because a lot of women have, naturally speaking, y'all more lower body dominant, just as well as men, naturally speaking, most of the time, upper body dominant. So, y'all always have that struggle with the pull ups or the push ups. And so that's one of the things that we work on. Like, I'll be determined, like, you won't be able to do a pull up by the time I'm done with you. By the time we done with us, you're gonna be able to do a pull up. So yeah.
And so, like, what are some exercises for ladies and fellas, like you would suggest for your side area right here in that back fat
That back fat.
and your sides, because it all connects. Like,
Right, right. And that's what I was getting ready to say. It all connects. So, you know, you have to target those areas, right? So you got you do some low rolls, some bent over rolls, a lot of band work, right? But the main thing is understanding that what you said was important, that everything is connects. So you got to work out that lat as well, because that lat is going to be right up under here, and then this muscle is also connected to the glute. So if you don't work the glute and all parts of it, then that's not going to shred down into it anyway. So you isolate, but you also got to understand that the rest of those muscles, they complement the other, right? Whenever your hamstrings start getting tired, your glutes kick in. Whenever your glutes kick in, start getting tired, your lower back kick in. You be doing a booty workout like my lower back hurts because it's trying to help. Them glutes tired. They tired, So we got to make a decision. We got to get stronger.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I hope that helped you guys out there because I had a lot of questions. I think one of the questions that somebody inboxed me this morning was for women who they feel like, women, certain women feel like they have nice legs already.
Uh-huh.
Not me. I need to work on mine. But
Come on, listen.
but they feel like they have nice legs already, but they're having a hard time like getting that definition that they want?
Right. So it's so many things that it's so many different angles that you have to hit, right? I would suggest do a lot of running as well, right? Like a lot of running, you know, running every day will help, shred those striations. But it's just a lot of different angles that you got to hit. I want to get up and show you.
He would have to show y'all. Okay.
I have to show you. I have to
You
show you. You have
know,
to come. You have to come to a
yeah, I think
class.
just like basically just telling them like, the motions would be cool. Like we don't got to do too much, but that's what it's like. Some of the things that a lot of one of the questions that was asked of me like probably 2 or 3 times about the whole leg thing.
Right.
Like
It's
it's a
and it's
lot of
and
people.
it's understanding that your leg is not just one part, right? So you have to isolate the the quad, and then you also have to do the hamstring, right? You also gotta do exercises for the sides. You gotta do hip abductors, right? You gotta do lunges. You gotta do leg curls, right? And leg extensions.
Hmm.
In addition to that, you gotta do band work, resistance work, right? Because you gotta work those little twitch muscles in between your muscles, right? So everything can
Hmm.
separate. Once everything separates, then you see that that's what definition is,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Just like it's not just enough to work your chest. You gotta work all parts of your shoulders so your shoulders can separate from your chest. Now it's defined. So a lot of times if you look at, like if you're looking from behind and you see a butt like a glute, right? You got glute, but then you got the hamstring under it, and then under that is the calf. So if you don't take time to to work on all, then you're not gonna feel like it's all defined as one. But it's
Right.
three different parts in order for you to feel that it's defined, right?
Right.
So
So that's a good question. I just got a text message. That is a very good question. I'm gonna ask them. So they would like to know, do you offer online courses for people who are out of state where they can, you know, um, where they can come and, do a class with you online?
I will be doing that soon.
Okay.
At the moment, I don't have the option to do that, but I will be. That's something that I am working on. I am putting together the situation to do that because I've been wanting to do that for a while. I have some family in California and different places that been wanting to link up with me, and so yeah, that's coming soon, very very soon.
Oh, okay. What you say? Oh, she said that. Did you know that you could do it like Zoom? Just
Zoom,
kind of like how you're doing it right now, like how you're on the camera with me right now.
yeah,
You can invite people and give them the link through Zoom, and then they could pay for
okay,
it that way.
all right. Well, I'm definitely looking at that.
Okay,
Definitely.
so and then
What's up,
also
sis?
like what would you say like because you gave us like one of the biggest challenges that you think that people face. What would you say to that person who needs like somebody as far as an accountability partner, or the people who can't really make it to the gym right now because of COVID, because they can't afford it, because a lot of people have lost their jobs? Like what would be your advice for those type of situations?
um my advice for if you can't, like, you can't get to the gym.
If you can't pay, like pay for a
Yeah,
trainer, if you can't pay to go to the gym,
right.
you know.
I mean, in that instance, man, that's what, like, what we're doing now. You got your phone, you right. You find somebody that I mean, you like the energy, follow, see if something that they can do that you can, talk to people, right? um, we stay connected through these phones now. We got the internet. So don't feel discouraged if you can't get out the house, if you can't afford it. Lock in with somebody. Shoot, hit me up, right? And if I'm in between a session, or if I'm, I'll talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can, if like right now I got nothing but downtime. Somebody could hit me up right now and ask me some questions, or we can go live. We can lock in, and I can show you some things. So just find people like that, man. They got people that's willing to help, that's willing to, so find people like that. Like I said, soon I'll be putting together some videos to where I can just put out and say, okay, this is you want, so situations like that. If you see somebody and you like their work and you want to support them, give it a try. Just whatever you do, try. Just make an effort. Get up, go in your living room, move all your furniture out the way, and hell, you can't get out the house, well then do it in the house. Go
Right.
outside, get some sun, walk.
Right.
Just be active. That's the main thing. Just be active.
So,
Yeah.
what do you say to those people who start their fitness journey
Mhm.
and then somewhere along the way, kind of like they kind of be like, okay, it's time to dip out? What do
Um,
you say to those people? Because I'm those people.
those people. So what makes you
I'm
want to
those
dip?
people.
We all of those people, to be honest. What makes you want to dip out?
Um,
You get
for,
bored, or you
no,
just
for
get
me, okay. So the thing with me is I'm super ambitious.
right.
Okay, and so I'll bite off more than I could chew. That's the best way to put it. I'll bite out more than I can chew,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll just start getting busy, and then I'll be like, oh shoot, I forgot to go to the gym, and then the next day that turns into oh shoot again, and then oh shoot, and then I just be like, fuck
Well, um,
it.
if you
That's
just
my
gonna feel,
excuse.
if you just
I'm
gonna
just
feel,
keeping it real.
huh?
I say I'm just keeping it real. That's
No,
my
no, I
excuse.
feel you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, well, shit. I mean, at that point,
I think I just need an accountability
you need
partner.
accountability. Yeah, you need somebody that's gonna tell you, hey, girl, let's go. Where you supposed to be here at 10? What you gonna do?
And I have no excuse. Like literally, I have a gym. I can walk from here
Yeah,
to there to the gym. Literally, it's
that's
right
where you
there.
try. That's where you're trying to come in. That's where you. That's where you're when you come to, especially the atmosphere that we have here at Red Breeze. Like everybody holds everybody accountable because we all family. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So we walk in and hey, what you ate today? You know what I'm saying? And if you wasn't on point, you're gonna either be embarrassed or you're gonna see it. You know, I got some of the trainers, my boy Jay, like, oh, we saw you taking shots of Patron. Let's go and
What? You
sweat.
can't
Let's go and
even
sweat.
drink?
Let's go
Oh,
and sweat that. Let's go and sweat that out, right? That's that accountability thing, though, right? And after you go through it, you feel better, right? So it's about having a community. It's about having people that's gonna hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, it's a journey. Just like life is a journey, but we're not navigating life by ourselves. We navigating by ourselves, but we got people that we can on the way there. We can say, hey, man, and they they speak some fire into you. So that's what your trainer there for. That's what your fitness family is there for. We come here. We have boot camps every Saturday. Come on, get out of bed. It's 10 o'clock. Go knock this out, and then you can go and do whatever it is that you was gonna do for the rest of the day. Just a little bit of your time. If you can sit down for 45 minutes and watch a television show, you can get up.
that's true.
You can get up for 45 minutes, and you can't tell me you seen the whole season of Power last night. You couldn't do a jumping jack.
And you couldn't do a jumping jack.
I
You
don't
know
want to hear
what?
that. Come
Go
do some
ahead, get
jumping
on my
jacks.
ass then. Get on my ass.
Let's go.
So, Crown of Curl said for her, what like discourages her is the soreness.
The soreness. Um, yeah, that's one of those things that come along with it. The more you work, in recovery, you have to stretch. You gotta know that you breaking you so to say breaking them down to build them up, right?
So I was
So
told,
so
and tell
maybe
me if this is true. I was told that if you are drinking, if you're not drinking enough water and you're not eating enough protein, then that's when the body begins to get sore. Is that a true statement?
um definitely if you're not drinking enough water, your muscles are not gonna perform to its maximum potential. Water is everything. You have to have enough water, especially you working out. So, but your muscle soreness just comes from straining the muscle. So anything that you strain or you overwork, so to say, and if you haven't worked it that much, it's going to have a little tenderness. You know what I'm saying? So if you're getting too sore to the point that um that just is you don't even want to go back, then maybe you just need to scale down your workouts and work out, build up to that, right? A lot of times we come in and like say you go to a boot camp or something, and that's your first experience, and it's balls to the wall, but that's the point of a boot camp. It's just to everybody go all out, we pass out, have a good time, and if you think that that's what it's gonna be, and you saw after that, you think that's what it's gonna be, like, no, so I think, and then like I said, muscle recovery, you got to make sure you get enough protein. Yes, protein helps rebuild the muscle. So if you went and you broke it down and you're not feeding it, right? But that's again, it comes with your diet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you drink water, but then you circumvent that water with a lot of sugars and a lot of sweets, you're gonna dehydrate yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? So you
Right.
drinking enough water, but then you turning around and you're eating some processed food and drinking eating sweets, and then you're like, well, I'm still sore. Well, you
That's
haven't fed
why.
your muscle. You haven't fed your muscle at all. So you got to think about that too.
So like so I think I need to do one of your boot camps because my body gets physically fit like super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like to the point where you be like, whoa, did that happen in 30 days? Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I
I
mean,
think I
that's
need
the
to come
power
do
of
one of
being the
your boot
goddess
camps.
right there.
So how long does your boot camps last?
Oh yeah, hour 15 roughly.
Do you
You know,
like have them like every day or is it like just once
every Saturday.
every Saturday
Every
they have boot
Saturday,
camp?
10 a.m.
Okay, 10 a.m. every Saturday. And where did you say it's at now?
Is 6040 Brittmore Road, Houston, Texas. So it's in the Jersey Village area.
Jersey Village area, y'all. I don't know how far that is from me, but we gonna figure it out because I'm new here. I just moved here 2 months ago, so I don't know.
Okay.
I'm too much. I'm in northwest.
You northwest. So yeah, we like Beltway going north before you get to 290.
Okay.
You get off on Tanner, in between Tanner and West Little York.
Okay. I don't know where that is, but I do know where the beginning of the 290 is. So
Yeah.
that's not too far from me. Cause I
So
think I
it's
might do
not too
that.
far. It's pretty accessible. All right.
I think
Off
I
of
might
Beltway.
do that. So like, what advice do you have like for people, especially because like you're a man, right? So it's a lot of men who are watching, and I'm pretty sure they want to build up that muscle mass. They're probably already physically fit. They just
Mm-hmm.
want to bulk up. So like, what would be like your advice for that? Is it just the protein? Because most men think you just got to take the protein.
No, 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 man. Your body needs so many more minerals than just protein, right? So it's understanding the science behind what you have to do, and that's when you just have to really seek somebody that knows the science behind it, right? That's why there's a such thing as trainers. There's a such thing as people that do meal prep. There's a such thing as, what I'm saying. So if whatever you're doing isn't working for you, be okay enough to say, hey, look, I'm trying to figure this out, right? Um, so you're trying to bulk up, you're going to have to lift heavy weight. You're going to have to lift heavy weight, you know, because what happens is when you lift the heavy weight, and you push your muscles to failure, your nervous system sends a signal to the muscle and lets it know that, hey, there's a threat that's posing us. So we have to get bigger and stronger in case this threat poses again. And that's how you force the muscle to grow through strength and conditioning. See what I'm saying?
I never
So,
heard it. I never heard it that way. It's the
so
first time I've heard it that way.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. This is so internal. It's way more internal than you think. Even when even when you build in the back, and I tell this to my men. I tell this to when you build in your back, you have to use so much mind muscle coordination because you can't see your back, right? So we always in the front of the mirror. We working on our chest, We're working on our arms because that's what we can see, but we don't work on our back as much because you feel like you can't see your back. But and so in order for you to build a nice back, you got to visualize the muscles that you really want to work, right? So you can't leave nothing off the table. You're trying to bulk, you got to understand that in order for you to have big chest, you have to have big shoulders because shoulders are next to chest. So that's what makes it look. That's what pops it out. So if you're only doing chest workouts and you're slacking on your shoulders, you're not going to get the full package.
Yeah, because I've seen dudes like literally look like they look weird, like they got boobies, and and they got they got the chest, but then the shoulders is over there looking kind of struggling.
Little weak in the
Yeah, they
shoulders.
look
Like,
like
hey,
it's kind of feminine looking to me. It's kind of I'm not. It's not attractive, fellas.
not under, not not doing the work, not understanding that everything complements everything else. You know,
Mm-hmm.
everything complements everything else. But yeah,
And
you're right.
fellas,
And then also
please,
for men,
please, fellas, I'm gonna let you say this, but I just have to say this, okay? I just have to say this, guys. We love y'all upper bodies when y'all got the chest, when y'all got the arms. We love it, but please don't forget your legs. Do not skip leg day,
you better
okay?
not.
Because
You
that is the most unattractive thing, to have this big, sexy, buff man, and then he puts on some shorts and his legs is just struggling. Don't forget leg day. Go ahead.
hey, I was you took the words right out of my mouth because I was getting ready to tell us like, man, you also gotta be proportionate or you still won't look, you gotta be proportionate. But I'm glad you said that because see that's accountability right there. You heard what this beautiful woman said. Boy, don't skip leg day. You're gonna be out here, you're gonna be exposed out here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can't wear a pair of shorts. I don't wear shorts. Why?
Cause your legs look
Because
like
you don't want to
little
show them legs.
pencils.
And I tell my fellas that I say, hey man, listen, come on, man, you know what time it is. You gotta have them legs right. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to have to wait until you get under the cover to take off your pants. You want to be able to walk out the shower, yeah, stepping, knowing, hey man, I'm good. I ain't, yo, you know what I'm saying? Full package. And
Well,
if we expect it from a woman, we should be able to give them
yeah,
the same.
because it's so hard. I was just about to get on that because we live. What do you say about this plastic world that we live in, where women are literally shaping their bodies plastically,
That's
and then you have women like me. I'm a real woman. I got stretch marks. I didn't have 5 babies, y'all. Okay, everything is not like perfect. All right. So you have, people who are pressuring everybody. Like you got the women pressuring the brothers to look like a certain kind of way. And you got the men pressuring the women to look like this plastic woman. You got to understand, fellas, and I really want to say this before I let him speak. You guys have to understand that probably 80% of those women that you guys are seeing with them perfect bodies and them big ass booties and all of this stuff, they got surgery, yo. And the young ones, I know a girl right now, 20 years old, who got her butt, her waist, her everything done, and she's 20.
yeah. No, I'm listening.
I was just saying, so what do you say to that? Like, what do you say to those people, those women who are feeling all of this pressure, you
Don't
know?
I don't do that. Like, don't. First of all, think about the mind frame of the person that you're feeling the pressure from. Right? You feeling pressure to impress who exactly? Is it?
Society,
You know what
society.
I'm saying? But what part of society are you alluding to? Are you alluding to something that's only physical? You know what I'm saying? Or are you trying? Because what do you like? Because once you, even if you change your body on the outside and you're viewed a certain way, you still know internally what you did. So you're still
Ooh,
not okay, I don't think. I can't believe that you're still okay because
see, that's good.
somebody views you in a way that's not necessarily true to you. And you're always going to be internally, you know what I'm saying, tormented by that. I would say if, you know what I'm saying, you're in tune with self, right? So if you're getting pressure to be something that's unnatural, because we're talking about natural versus natural, unnatural, right? So don't feel pressured to be something that's non-existent. If it's unnatural, it's not real. It doesn't exist. It's a facade. You understand what I'm saying? So don't feel pressured by facades. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something for you that's gonna make you feel internally proud of your journey. Because
Yep.
it's a self journey, right?
That's what exactly it is. Like doing that hard work and
Yeah,
and and, and,
you
and
feel some you
taking the
feel a different
time.
kind of you feel yourself going, working on a project, being diligent and purposeful in your actions, and then you see the fruit of your labor on the back end, and you become more confident. You become stronger. You become more resist. You can look at something and you know that you can look at a weight and know you can lift it, mentally and physically, because you've been through something. You feel what
Right.
I'm saying? So don't try to skip that whole evolution process or awakening between and aligning between physical and internal. Don't try to skip that to go to fix the internal, and you miss what you really was trying to fix in the first place, and that was how you felt about yourself.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm
Because
saying?
that's something that you can never grow and get something you can't just come up with self-esteem,
Yeah,
yo.
it doesn't change how you feel. You'll
Right.
get you'll get superficial likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll get superficial likes, and then
Right.
is that really going to change how you feel on the inside?
I know so many people who have gotten this, the surgery because that's the type of world that we live in.
Yeah,
And they've gotten the surgery, and number one or two things will happen. One thing is they're still not happy, it's still not good enough, and they continue to get the surgeries and they mess their body up. That's one thing that
yeah, that's scary.
happens. And then number two is that after they've gotten the surgery, they've looked great for a year or two. Guess what? It comes back
Yeah,
because they still kept all of their old eating habits
yeah.
after
So
that
what you thought was
surgery.
gonna happen? What you
Right.
thought was gonna happen? You didn't change nothing, and you didn't consciously change nothing. So you're going to go back to the same result because you're not doing the due process. You don't know what it really takes. The first thing you ask somebody to have a nice physique, subconsciously, why you first thing you ask them is, "What's your diet?" Because you know, whether consciously or subconsciously, that it takes you to put something in order to get something out.
And
In
then
in any
another thing that I
situation.
noticed too, like with a lot of people who work out, who take care of their bodies, you guys' skin is amazing. Look at your skin. How old are you?
I'm 33.
And your skin is y'all, his skin is
Thank
amazing.
thank you so much. Hold on, let me try to.
Hmm. His skin is amazing. So it's definitely something you have to definitely do something internally, you
It,
know.
it it has to be. You gotta think of it like this. First of all, I have to give a shout out to um, the queens, some of the queens that work that's part of the family in this gym. Between they juices and they foods, Santala, Love Your Journey, LLC. She's amazing. She's a chef. She's a trainer, a chef, and she's in house. Man, that's big
We're
sis.
gonna have to get her
But
on here to talk about
look,
some of them stuff.
oh,
Food.
listen, she's a beast with it.
Tell
Um,
her I said we would love to have her on here to talk about food. But
I will. And then my girl Amber, man, love this queen. So I've been a vegetarian for 3 years. And that's another reason I'm gonna get back to the skin thing. I'm telling you about Amber because she plays a big part in that. She started a company called Melanated Healers, right? And she make all the fresh body butter and beard oil and all from, you know, essential oils and herbs and whatever. So I've been vegan. I've been vegetarian 3 years. As of the beginning of this year, I went full vegan, and it has a lot, like I said, the skin. Your skin is an organ. Is an organ, right? So when we talk about toxins, right? So when you digest something, if your body can't use it, aka a nutrient, if your body, it's a toxin. If it's not a nutrient, it's a toxin. Period. Right. So the toxins, when they try to escape your body, if they can't escape your body, they'll settle. If they settle in the skin, it's acne. If they settle in the face and the head, it's a cold. It's a sinus cold. If it settle in the chest, it's a cold. If it settle in your pancreas, to turn into diabetes over time. If it's, you know what I'm saying? So that's what the toxins do. If it settle in your colon, we know what that means,
So
right?
that's
So
why we kind of find people who have like acne issues and things like that.
yeah,
A lot of people find that unattractive. You know why? Because it's a sign of your internal body.
right. It's a sign of it. So eating clean and juicing, right? Juicing, not putting toxins in my body, drinking a lot of water, drinking a lot of juice, eating vegan food made, you know what I'm saying? And that is it's showing on my skin. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing. So, and I'm not in a braggadocious way. I'm saying I want that for y'all too. This is why
It's showing everywhere. I'm
I
just
want
letting
it
you
for
know.
I want it for everybody. Like, come on,
It's
we do
showing
better.
not just your skin. I'm just
Thank you
saying.
so much. I just want it for everybody, man. Healthy is beautiful. Healthy is beautiful. Healthy is beautiful. We're supposed to be healthy. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be sexy. It's supposed to be enjoyable. To be healthy. We're not supposed to die at 50 and 60 years old. You're not supposed to ask someone that's 40 years old. You're not supposed to tell somebody at 40 years old that they look good for their age.
They tell me that all the
That's
time. I'm
so
40,
young.
y'all, and I look like
You
I'm
look
in my
you
20s, though.
you look amazing. You're gorgeous. You look like you, yes, early 20s. But generally speaking, we look at somebody at four and oh my God, because we expect them to be deteriorating already.
That's true.
Why is that? We got to think about that. Why is that? Because the minute we born, we start killing ourselves through our diet. That's why at 60 years old, you're scared of a heart attack. I'm going to live past 100. Watch. I'm not gonna die of no heart attack because I got pig clogged up in me and all of that. Man,
Yeah,
come on.
my grandfather lived. If my dad is watching, if you're watching his dad, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he was 104. And no, my great grandfather. I apologize. My
That's
grandfather
beautiful.
died young, but that's not to do with health problems.
Right.
But he lived to be 104, and he was from Africa, and he had like a very distinct type of diet.
Right.
So he ate beef and stuff, but not a lot. It was just like sporadically, because they eat the beef stew or whatever. But
Right.
it was like a sporadic thing. His diet consisted more so of greens, vegetables, fruit. He ate a lot of fruit. I remember that growing up. He used to chop up the watermelons and
Yeah.
eat the watermelons. He was eating the fruit, and he lived to be 104 years old. So,
If you consume life, you'll live.
and he was still getting around, y'all. I'm not talking about 104, like,
Yeah.
no, my great granddaddy was still getting around, okay?
Right.
Still getting around, still walking around, still
And you know
talking
what?
mess.
He deserved to be because he put in the work.
Hmm.
Right. You don't look at somebody and think that if he made it to 104 and was still walking around, it's because he worked to be there.
He was getting around good.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So we
I
can't.
think he just died because he wanted to. He was ready.
It was
That's
like,
the
okay,
only.
I'm
That's what
tired.
I
Hey,
really think.
I'm cool. I made
Right.
it. But we like I said, we got to hold ourselves accountable, man. So we got to understand that if we want to look a certain way, if we want to feel a certain way, and we haven't been doing so, and it's because of how we've been living thus far, then we got to change that in order to change this. You see what I'm saying? So we can't go to work out and then go to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta make a conscious effort to change the whole thing.
So would you say that diet, like of course you're gonna have to put in the work physically, but would you say diet is like probably the most important thing to
Yeah,
your physical fitness journey?
absolutely diet. Absolutely diet. Diet is the most important thing because because like I said, your internal powers your external. You see what I'm saying? You cannot even be as active as you want to be if you're not intaking what your body needs for fuel. And then you can't repair in order for you to do it again if you don't give your body nutrients to help. So it's all diet. It's all diet. I mean, not all. You know what I mean. It's
Yeah, I
main.
know what you
It's
mean.
main.
Like you're saying that's a pretty
That's the
essential,
fuel. That's the fuel.
right?
That's the fuel. Because in order for you to get up, in order for you to get a good night's rest, we go back to what I was saying. In order for you to get a good night's rest and then get up and get active in the morning, first you got to not eat bad before you go to sleep. You got to get enough rest, and you had to not eat bad all day so your body couldn't not be overworking so it can relax, then go to sleep. Then you got to wake up and give your body nutrients and fuel for you to go and even be in the mental state to do the physical activity. You feel what I'm saying? Because your brain need nutrient, like you know what I'm saying. So what are we feeding ourselves? Is the whatever we feed ourselves is going to let you know how active you can be in the first place. See what I'm saying? If you come here and you working out like you work out, you see a lot of people throw up when they working out, right?
Yeah.
Well, if whenever you start to be active, your body's gonna dig in itself and use what you put in it for fuel. Well, if you put a 6 piece nugget in there, your body not gonna be able to use that. It's gonna try to get rid of it. That's why you throwing up. But if you would
I've
have ate,
seen
if you
people
would have ate
throw
some
up. I've
grapes and
never
some
thrown up,
watermelon,
but yeah,
I ain't never seen nobody throw up no watermelon.
I have. I've seen somebody throw up working out, and I'd be like,
What's up? This
but
look. This Dustin. He just walked in. How you doing? Dustin,
hi, Dustin.
smartly
Hello.
made. He put this whole thing together. He's the reason we all here.
Dustin, you look good, boy. Hi.
What was
Hello.
that?
I said, you look good, boy.
I
When
heard
you're
you,
all buff and stuff.
You want to hear it again? That's like, that's how it is when you want to hear it again. You're like, what's this?
Yeah, but what was I gonna say? I was gonna ask you a question, but Dustin kind of distracted me.
You distracting people.
I was going to say, so what like what basically the whole summary of everything, right?
Um,
Is take care of your body,
take care of your
pretty
body.
much. You know, your food, the way you sleep, what you eat, you know, rest. You said
Rest,
rest is very important.
rest is important. Rest is
Okay,
important. That's how you recover. Rest and
right.
recovery.
Rest. And then am I missing something?
Um, no, I mean, just it's the basics. You have to fuel your body for what you want. Put in whatever you expected out of it. Put in it. You know what I'm saying? Diet, rest, water, plenty of water, sun. You know, get outside.
Oh, this is what I was going to ask you. Now you brought it back to my memory. So, how many times would you say is good to work out, and like what times a day? Like do it doesn't matter what time, or is there certain peak times a day? How many times a day should you work out?
I think I mean you want to be active as many days as possible, right? So you can work out every day if you want. Um, I would suggest being active, 4 to 5 times a week. As far as how many times to work out, that depends on your fitness journey. That depends on the goal that's at hand, right? It just depends on if you're trying to build muscle. Uh, you might not you can't work out too long or too many times because you don't want to burn through the muscle. You got, if you're trying to shed weight, then you may have to up your doses of working out, and you know what I'm saying. So that is that's case by case basis. But you want to get active 4 to 5 times a week. If you're doing strength training, if you're doing weight training, I would say 2 to 3 times a week is cool because, like I said, you want to rest, you want to have recovery. You don't want to put too much on your joints. Your joints don't grow as fast as your muscles, so you got to give them rest when you're talking about weight training. But if you're doing body weight, you're doing plyometric type things, and you can get active every day. I'm not gonna tell you only work out 2 times a week. Work out 7 days a week, but listen to your body. Listen to your
So is
body.
it like safe to say you have certain? Do you should somebody have certain days to work out certain parts of their body?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, you can isolate if like it just depends on your journey. You can isolate. You can put yourself on if that's what you want to do. But I don't. It's not a one size fits all when it comes to working out and it comes to. But get active every day, and if you're doing weight training, allow yourself time to recover because it's a lot of stress on your joints and muscles. See what I'm
And
saying?
so we're about to get up off here because I know I told you only an hour. So one more question though. Um, we said the importance of sleep, right? So sleep
Right.
is important. So in that and keeping that in mind, what are the best times? Like, should you get up early? The best time to work out should be early in the morning or in the evening.
I personally feel that early in the morning would be would be best. You start your day off with energy, right? You start your day off being active, um, getting your blood flowing, right? Um, and I feel like you go into your day with a lot of good productive energy if you work out early in the day. But
Yeah, I
like I
know.
say,
I know. I found that
but
too.
everybody's different. If you're not a morning person, and but I think that a lot of times that people say they're not a morning person, but they don't understand how much their late night diet play into them being a morning person in the first place. So they go back to diet. So it's going to depend on how you take care of yourself. What's the best time of the day for you? Because if you just ate a pork chop at 9:30, I can't tell you 6 in the morning gonna be good for you to
Because you're
go and
wrong.
try to do a jumping jack. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, uh, generally speaking, in the mornings, in the
Well, I
morning.
know for me, like when I was like working out, because I used to work out diligently, that morning for me
Uh,
would actually give me energy for the whole day. Like if I
yeah,
worked out that morning, I'd be like this the whole day,
yeah,
ready,
and that's
just
that's how I
ready.
feel. That's why I suggest, hey, as early as possible. If you got, hey, plan for you to work out before you get your day. Like that's how you get your day started. That's how you want to start your day. You want to wake up, drink you some water, some fresh green juice, some fruit, and you want to go work out.
I like how you said that because that's what I was going to say. That was going to be my next thing to say before we get out of here.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say that I read plenty of books. Y'all know I'm a nerd. Everybody called me the pretty nerd. I'm a big, big nerd.
Oh,
And
me too.
so I read a book and well, several books, and all of these different books, they were saying the first thing that you should do when you first wake up is drink water. Before you do anything else,
Or you do anything else?
the
Water.
first thing you do is drink water. Then you do what? You go to the bathroom because your body has to get rid of the toxins. So that's all I
Yep.
was gonna say.
Yep.
Maybe
I
that'll be some good tips
I
for
agree.
you.
I agree. That's a good
But thank
strategy.
you so much, for coming on. I really do appreciate you. Go ahead and give them your social media platforms as well, so they can hit you up at right now. Like hit you up, y'all hit him up. Like he said, he will be offering the Zoom classes and things like that. So get his social media, go on over there, and just be on lookout for what he has to offer you guys.
Okay. So my social media, I'm on Instagram. Is the ball head trainer. Is the underscore ball underscore head underscore trainer. Um, you can find me there. Also follow Rare Breeze Gym. That's where we're at right now. So you can see that from, and all of the information is there as far as the address and everything like that. Um, I am working on YouTube and all of that, trying to get my social media game up. So all of that will be coming. You'll be able to find that on Instagram. But my email address is there. JRCBroome@gmail.com. You can email me, or you can find me on Instagram, and I'll get you. I'll chop it up with you. Come see us. Oh, we got boot camp every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, free.
You said every Saturday morning when? You were breaking up a
Every single
little.
Saturday at 10 o'clock.
Every single Saturday at 10. Okay.
Hold on, you break it up.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Can you hear me?
You sound like a computer, but we're about to get off anyway. Did y'all get all his information? I hope y'all did. If not, I'm gonna just go ahead and post it on my Instagram story. You guys all have my Instagram or my Facebook. I'll post all his information on my Instagram story and on my Facebook. Can you hear me? You can hear me? Close it out and come back. Close it out and then come back.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Oh no. But that's okay. Anyways, y'all, he having technical difficulties. So, oh, he got off. He'll be back though, I think. But he's having technical difficulties, y'all. If he don't come back, we would like to definitely thank you for coming on. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate the time that you took for us today. Oh, he's coming back.
It dropped. But now I was gonna.
Can you hear me?
You're still muffled.
I think it's just your service. It's okay because we're about to get off anyways.
So
It's okay. We're getting off. But anyway, y'all, love and light, everybody. Peace and blessings. And thank you once again. If you can hear me, thank you so much for showing up. We appreciate you. And thank you for everybody in the comments that had, their questions or whatever. And make sure you guys follow him at the_ballhead_trainer. Y'all can inbox him if y'all want any more information. Love and light, family. Peace and blessings. And we out. Y'all take care. Bye.